Hi, guys. Welcome back to Can We Talk? Because we want to talk to you tonight about these basketball wives in Orlando, season 1, episode 5. You've been around my kids. And the first real scene, Danielle and Megan meet for drinks, and Danielle immediately turns the conversation to be about Mackenzie. She tells Megan that she thinks she'd like to sit down and have a talk with Mackenzie because um she doesn't think she's a bad person, but she's done her research. And if she and Mackenzie and Rashard, if Mackenzie and Rashard are becoming serious and are dating, while she's using the air quotes, she wants to know why she's stalking her or why she be stalking her. Megan tells her that they need to sit down, talk to each other because Mackenzie isn't a bad person. But Megan wants to know if Danielle will be calm and talk to her or will she pop off?
Pop off.
Danielle says that she feels there is room for a conversation, but then she starts giggling. And Megan's like, girl, you don't even believe your own self. So I'm like,
Neither do I.
She said that she wants to address the stalking and harassment because until she found out that she was coming to Orlando, she kept her and Rashad's relationship, her private relationship, private. But when she found out she would be there, that's when she made it known. Danielle goes on to say that either they're going to figure it out and Mackenzie's going to be respectful and keep it classy, or they can go outside in them streets. Megan asks, is there a possibility that Rashad can be lying to the both of them? Because you know how these Negroes be. And Danielle agreed that she knows men play games, but says it's hard to pull away from him because, he still loves her and she still loves him. But they don't really know she doesn't know how to love him and not be with him. Megan asked if they still get it popping from time to time, and Danielle's response is and do and will. Okay. So she basically knows that this man told her he wants to be open. And if he's in an open relationship, he could be with Mackenzie. He can get it popping with Mackenzie and with her. And you are allowing this to happen. So what's the big deal? I don't get it. I still don't get it. Anyway, we get to Lindsay's home and she's folding baby clothes. And Devon, her husband, FaceTimes her. She's all excited to share the ultrasound pictures with him. And his response to the picture is, yeah, nah. What? He ignores the pictures and asks her what does she have planned. And she's still all grinning up in the phone, talking about nothing, just waiting on you to get here so that you can see me and the baby. This dude says, I ain't in no rush. Again. I'm like, oh my goodness. She gets in a confessional talking about her husband is the kind of person that you have to know to love, and that the child she's been growing in her for a really long time, that he can give her more than what he's giving her right now. He goes on to say that he hasn't asked his agent anything yet. And Lindsay's talking about she hopes that his agent will allow him to sign late somewhere so that he could be there for the birth of their baby. This dude said, I didn't tell him I want to do that. Are you serious? He says that he has to see first what they got going on early before he could tell him that he's going to sign late. And she says in a confessional that she is disappointed that he hasn't told his agent he wants to sign late. And the longer he waits, the riskier it will be. And, that he might not be there in time for the birth. And she said that things move fast once the season starts. And she doesn't want to give birth alone. She tells Devon that if he's not there for the birth, she thinks that it will mess her up mentally. And his facial expressions is like, oh, well. Wow. His response, and basically at the end of it, he basically said, we'll see how it play out. All right, gotta go. And this dude bounces off the call. Oh my goodness. That was so hard to watch. This girl has been ultra excited about this pregnancy. Every single time we've seen her on a scene, she has had to point out that she's pregnant, talk about the pregnancy, talk about the baby. And it seems to me, and it's just my opinion, that he wasn't ready for a baby. It seems like he didn't want no parts of this baby at this time. And I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like he didn't want a baby right now. So he actually shows no concern or excitement towards this baby whatsoever. He has a look of indifference and somewhat an annoyance. And I'm just like, wow, how tragic. That's so sad. Anyway, Ashley meets Nikki at the beauty
Whew,
bar.
I'm glad we're done with that.
I ain't nobody studying you. I was ignoring you
Nah,
in your
look,
bonnet.
I'm just as interested in the scene as Devon is.
Y'all gonna get off of Lindsay and her baby. So Ashley meets Nikki at the beauty bar, and she tells her that she would like to, that's so wrong, that she would like to have a wig made for charity. She shares that she lost her mom to cancer in 2019. And when her mom had to shave off her hair, she asked some of the other ladies that were, going through the chemo and cancer, everything, what they did. And she said that a lot of them wore wigs. So she wanted to get one made so she could donate it to the store that's above her store, right? Nikki shared that she lost her sister on April 6th to cancer as well. And that basically that was some good bonding between the two of them. Ashley asked Nikki to join her when she presents the wig, and Nikki agreed to be there with her. Mackenzie and Danielle finally meet up to talk, child, about Rashad's messy behind. Well, let's just see where this goes. Mackenzie swears she's been down for this conversation for a while, and she hopes that they can come to an understanding. Danielle states that she's surprised Mackenzie agreed to meet her because she wants Mackenzie to realize that her feelings are hurt and she hopes she's willing to take accountability. Baby, Mackenzie don't care nothing about your feelings, okay? Nothing. Danielle asks Mackenzie, she thanks Mackenzie for being there and tells her that it's very hard sitting across from someone that's in a relationship with Rashad, who she's been with for 10 years. She goes on to tell Mackenzie that she's been dealing with Rashad all year long and that they've had extensive conversations within the last year about him and multiple women's, not just her. Danielle goes on to say that she called her a side chick because that's what she felt, and she still feels that way. And Mackenzie rolls her eyes and chuckles, right? Danielle goes on to say that it is clear he has proven to be a liar to not only her, and asks Mackenzie, hasn't he proven to be a liar to her? And Mackenzie's like, no, he hasn't. What? Okay. Danielle says that that she is sure.
Wait.
Mhm.
So Mackenzie just gonna sit up here and lie because didn't in one of the previous episodes she said that she knew that he lied to Danielle about their trip?
She did. She did. But
Okay.
Mackenzie's a liar. Mackenzie's a liar. And we're going to find out again.
Mm-hmm.
Watch. She's going to tell on herself again. Danielle asks if she's sure about that because Mackenzie tells her she's sure and goes on to say that when she met Rashad, he told her he was single and made it really clear to her that she is all and she made it really clear to her that she's always knew him and knew that he had kids because they were friends on social media. She tells Danielle that she never knew who she was until she found out that she was friends with Morgan and would be down in Orlando. When she found that out, she asked him if he knew Danielle, and he said no. What? I know she lying. Danielle said she'd never been in a position where she had to prove herself or what it was between her and Rashad. She said there's a trainer, coach, agent. There's trainers, coach, and agents all from the United States to Ukraine that knows about her.
Girl, just stop. Just stop. Danielle. Girl.
She states that she checked a few witches before and stepped to whomever she needed to step to because everybody knows that Rashad's her man. And Mackenzie smirking behind asked, is he your man right now?
Now that was a good one.
That was good. And Danielle says no. And Mackenzie gets the biggest crap eating grin on her face. And when I tell you that, that grin irked the hell out of me. I don't even like Danielle at this point, but that pissed me off. Then she gets her big boulder head behind in a confessional, slinging her head back and forth, talking about Danielle finally admits she's not in a relationship with Rashad. I'm like, girl, bye. Talking about, which is what she's been saying this whole time. She's been saying that they ain't in a relationship. And this is why she's not a side chick and she refuses to be called one, point blank, period. So let's put an end to that, Danny DeVille. She really thought she ate with that one, y'all. She really did. But
Mackenzie got a big old head.
she had a big head, a boulder. That's why I said a big boulder head.
And had the nerve to be shaking it all around in the confessional.
All around. She was trying to do her neck. She was trying to act like a black girl, but girl, stop. It wasn't working.
According to her, she's black.
Child, it wasn't working. So Danielle says, woman to woman. She was just in her shoes last year with Neek and Dwayne. And at the end of the day, they're probably more alike than Mackenzie would like to acknowledge. Mackenzie comes back and says it doesn't matter. If you're in a committed relationship living together, you're a family in a relationship. Talking to anybody else would be considered cheating, and that would be a side chick. Girl, that's what you were. You were a side chick. And she does not want to. I don't know why she's trying to act so dense that she can't see that she was in the exact same position that she said, Neek put her in. Come on, man. Anyway, Danielle said, I'm glad you said that. But Mackenzie cuts her off and says that she never talked to Rashad while she was in a relationship with her. Never. And so she needs to dead the side chick comment, basically. Danielle in her confessional says that they're not different. This man lied to you and lied to her. Dwayne lied to her and lied to Neek. The common denominator is the man. And
then talk
Neek,
to the damn man.
Girl, yes.
Just like, girl, oh.
Girl, she went on to say Neek understood that and wants to know why Mackenzie can't understand it. I want to know why you still talking to Mackenzie and you're not talking to Rashad. That's what I want to know. Anyway, Danielle tells her that she isn't with Rashad 24/7. He's not in Orlando. And Mackenzie smug aspirin tells her that I just dropped him off to the airport yesterday morning.
Now, see, Mackenzie want to get hit.
She's trying to get punched. She's trying to get punched. And so Danielle tells her that, yeah, I just saw him too when he dropped off my kids. This hoe, Mackenzie starts laughing, talking about, I know. And Mackenzie's smiling and shrugging her shoulders and acting all coy. And I'm like, oh, you playing a dangerous game right now.
You put your hands on Mulan, but you let Mackenzie get away with that mess?
Okay. That part. I'm like, Mackenzie was banking on security to be there and to break it up before Danielle could get to dust her head off her shoulders. But child, Danielle did not leap. And I was shocked. When I tell you shocked. So, child, Mackenzie done behind tries to pretend not to know anything about Danielle, but she told on herself, that she was looking for signs of them still being together.
But you don't know about her, right?
But you don't know about her. I'm like, come on now. They went back and forth for a while. And then, I don't want to applaud.
This is a case of, oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This is a case of you thinking that you're smarter than everybody else. You think you're so smart and that you got all the answers that you tell on yourself.
That part right there.
Like at some point in time, you need to listen and keep your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut, you can't tell on yourself.
You can't tell on yourself. But she did. She sure did. Oh my, you just made yourself look all that just to come and tell yourself. You should have said, yeah, child, I know. But I didn't know at the time. But I ain't.
Or if you're gonna lie, at least rehearse it and stick to it. Damn.
Something. But she's so smug. So they went back and forth for a while. And again, bravo, Danny, for keeping your composure, because Mackenzie, she would have got her behind beat down. I'm sorry. She would have got beat down. All that smugness. I'm like, okay. What I don't understand is that Mackenzie was just in this position last year, so she knows exactly how Danielle is feeling. She knows exactly what she's going through. But like Danielle said, she showed no grace for her or her feelings. She really didn't. But
So I got a theory.
go ahead.
So I'm just thinking how they shot the pilot for this last summer.
Mhm.
Danielle was not included in the pilot because she was not on the cast.
Yep.
Remember, Danielle revealed that before she got on the cast, Mackenzie didn't have a storyline other than the fact she was intertwined with Dwayne and Neek. But then
Yep.
we find out that Mackenzie and Rashad are from the same hometown.
Hmm.
Hmm. We find out that what's the girl named Danielle and Morgan are real cool because both of them men played together. Now, Morgan is already on this cast because she got it popping with Ashley last summer doing that pilot. So I'm starting to see who knows each other. Danielle revealed that Morgan is the one who invited her to be on the show. Morgan would only invite you to be on the show if she already knew that Mackenzie was messing with Rashad. That's the only reason to bring you on the show, and you are blindsided by it. So, is Morgan really your friend?
Is Morgan
Morgan brought you
anybody's
on that
friend?
show to get it popping because she knew that that girl was messing with Rashad, but you didn't know. You came to Orlando and still didn't know.
Do you think that's why her and Morgan possibly fell out?
I'm thinking that's probably what it is.
I
Now I
can't
could
wait.
be wrong, but I'm just like the theory is plausible
Very
based
plausible.
on based on the things that Danielle has revealed. She
Yep.
already knew Morgan. She wasn't on the cast last year. Morgan brings her onto the cast. You mean to tell me Morgan invited you and didn't know that Rashad was messing with Mackenzie? What was the only other reason to bring you on? You already said that was going to be Mackenzie's storyline. So don't you think Morgan knew that?
Yep.
And she kept
Absolutely.
you in the dark to make good TV. Lord, niggas,
Hmm. That's a good theory, though. Ooh wee. I
we shall see.
wonder. I wonder. Well, let's find out. Y'all hurry up and get these shows rolling because this one was a snooze fest. Okay, don't bring us
Mhm.
no more like this because I don't want to watch no more like this. So Devin shows up. And him and Lindsay go shopping to buy something for the baby. He acts like he has some sense in his scene, so I no longer want to break my foot off in his rump. Let's move on. Megan meets her mom, Nikki. Whew, child. Megan and her what?
Don't she look like Tokyo Tony Black China Mama?
She does. She does. Yes, with them smoker lips. She like she smokes cigarettes. Megan meets her mom, and Megan tells her mom that she resents her. And that's a bad way to start anything out. I resent you because I'm like, how you supposed to be fixing something? And you start out with this word, I resent you. You could say I'm hurt by or I feel child. Anyway, those are her words. She resents her because she feels like she'll always be there for her brother Brian, but she wasn't there for her in her years when she needed her as a mom. Nikki tells her that she'll acknowledge and take some of the blame, but she won't take it all. She tells Megan that she makes it feel like she just gave up on her, like she doesn't want her, like she doesn't love her, and that's not the case. She said it was never the case, and she did the best that she could, with what she had, but she couldn't do anymore. She tells Megan she doesn't understand why she gets on the platforms and uses her family to put them down because it's just embarrassing. Megan asked her if she could just take some accountability because it's not just her. Nikki said that she gave her some accountability. She let somebody take over, what she should have been doing, raising her children together. And if she had to do all over again, she'd do it differently. So Megan in her confessional says that she gives her mom a pass for allowing someone else to raise her as a teen mom because if she were 17 years old with a baby in the world today, she just wouldn't know what to do with a baby, right? But What she doesn't give her mom a pass for is not coming back. And if that truth is embarrassing for her mom, then that's on her at the end of the day. Nikki tells Megan that she's been placed on a pedestal and has forgotten those that's not up there with her, basically. You forgot everybody that's down here. And she tells Megan that she doesn't call her, she doesn't offer to help her or ask her if she's okay. Uh, Megan tells her mom that she isn't a kid anymore and it's that she doesn't feel like she knows her as an adult. Nikki tells her that she got a certain status and said, F everybody. And she told her that she is her mama. Okay. I'm your mama. Okay. And if she tells her something, it isn't to put her down, but she gonna tell her something to put her down. Megan confesses that she doesn't know how she feels, and she starts to cry. Now, Nikki basically she told my son, "You can't express how you feel crying, so take a deep breath and basically tell me what's going on." She gave no hug. She offered no consolation, no hand holding. She just had duck lips. Go ahead, duck lips. And coldness. That's all she offered. See, you can do duck lips. It won't do duck lips on my end. Megan asked her what she feels will make the situation better because she just doesn't know. Nikki tells her that her love will never change, good, bad, disrespectful. She is her child. And that she owes her, Megan owes her some respect. And then she said that they have to respect one another, and that will solve the problem between the two. She could have stopped there and things would have been good. But she goes on and she tells Megan that I feel sorry for you because when these lights go out and the green screen turns black, that you're going to be in a dark, dark place. Baby, at that point, Megan was like, I'm out. I'm done. She grabs her stuff and she walks away, crying, trying to get to her car. So, what were your thoughts about that exchange? Anything?
I'll pass it to you.
I just feel like there's no connection. There's no motherly connection for her to Megan. And I honestly feel like, my opinion, Megan just needs to go and get some counseling so that she can let go of what she feels like her mother did or didn't do for her to her. She needs to let that go and learn to forgive her mom because her mom is who she is at this point. You can't make her be what you need her to be for you or what you needed her to be for you back then. I understand what Dre wants, but you have to do what's best for you. And I feel like she just needs to go get counseling so that she can let go of the hurt, let go of the pain, let go of the disappointment, and basically if she's going to start over with her mom, she's going to have to accept her mom for who she is and where she's at. But it's not going to be easy for her to do that until she can forgive her first. But I also believe what Megan says and that her mom is just a user and she only wants to talk to Megan and reach out to Megan when she wants something or when she feels like she can benefit from it. So
That's why I didn't want to comment because I'm going to read to you what I wrote in my notes. When that woman said, "You've been placed on this pedestal. You forgot who was down here. You don't call me. You don't say, Mama, can I help you?" I wrote, "You can't effing be serious." Miss Ma'am, Miss Ma'am, no ma'am. No, ma'am. You cannot be serious wanting help from this girl that you didn't even raise.
you abandon her basically.
And that girl feels abandoned and you don't seem supportive at all. Miss Ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. And Megan, in the event that you happen to come across this video, baby, forgiveness is for you, not your mama. You forgive for you. You're forgiving her, but that forgiveness is to help you. That's all I
Amen.
got.
Amen. Yep. Whew. We end up at Mackenzie's daughter's birthday party. Lindsay asks Mulan how she feels about her and Danielle working out their differences. Mulan tells her that she thinks Danielle is full of crap, and she states that she doesn't want to pick a side, but she's been thrown on a side. That's all I got to say about that birthday party. Okay, we
You
can
want to
move
know
on.
my thoughts?
What's your thought?
That was my thoughts.
There we go. Megan, Danny, and Morgan meet at some type of witchcraft bar. Thank you, but no.
Girl. Oof.
No. Danielle proceeds to fill them in on her meeting with Mackenzie and states that the timeline still doesn't jive and that she pissed her off when she was smirking and insinuating that she had been around her kids. Danielle tells her that she told Mackenzie that she would. Now, this is what Danielle said. She said, I told her that she would get drugged. That's how she would get drugged. I'm sitting here like, I didn't see that. I didn't hear that.
I
And
ain't either.
I know very darn well, as messy as production is, they would have aired that.
They sure
So
would have.
Danielle got a little line problem, okay? uh, Megan asked Danielle if she spoke with Mulan. And she tells her that she invited Mulan to sit down with her so that they could squash it. And Mulan told her that she felt like she was in the middle of all the mess. And she told her that she placed herself in the middle of this situation. Nobody set her up as a mediator, and they didn't. That's why I keep telling Jarcelle, stay out of it, because the people always trying to fix it. It always snaps back on them. Stay out of people's business, y'all.
But I see what Danielle did there. Danielle told a part of the conversation that she felt like she controlled and won. But you ain't telling them the way Mulan read you for filth.
Mulan had already told Megan, but I really don't trust Megan. Megan seems like she's leaning more towards Morgan and Danielle, but she's getting information from Ashley and Mulan and dragging it back to the heifers. I'm watching this
Well, in
snakish stuff.
present day, on the Twitters, on the Twitter
Mhm.
streets, Megan only really be interacting with Danielle, Morgan, and Nikki.
See, so that's what I felt. That's how I felt. I felt like she was snaking. She was being real snakish. I just don't trust her. So now Morgan and Mulan had the dinner because she talks about Morgan and Mulan had dinner because she didn't want the truth. Morgan says, dang it, I can't talk. Morgan says that Mulan had the dinner because she didn't want the truth to come out. What am I missing something? Because
Yeah.
what is Mulan hiding?
Uh, let me just clarify. The way what Morgan was saying was the reason Neek and Morgan got into it and were fighting was because Mulan didn't want the truth to come out. So she's putting everything on Mulan, but Mulan didn't even say the bully comment.
Ah, that's what she's talking about. Because I thought
Nikki
I had
did.
missed something. Yeah, Nikki said that. I thought they were talking about something else. Child, bye. I'm like, what they talking about? Girl. Anyway, I can't wait for Nikki Big Why, but they already know what the truth is, and they still playing with her. So if that's what they like it. I love it. Anyway, y'all, that was the end of that boring episode. And when I say I would give this 4 out of 10,
Out of
it would
what?
get a 4 out of 10. It would get a 4. That's it. It would get a 4, a very low rating from me. I did not enjoy this. This was painful watching. I had watched it twice to try to scrap something up to bring to y'all, but this is all we got, y'all.
I watched it 4 times because I fell asleep on it 2.5 times.
Well, that was the end of the episode. Do you have anything else, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I have something that we need to tell the people, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Hey, Lit Tea Talkers. You don't like that name? We can always work on it, but y'all do be talking some lit stuff in those comments. So, real quick, we want to get your thoughts and we want to have you on our show. Send us a 30-second emoji, sorry Android users, maybe next time, of what your thoughts were about what happened on the show this week. And you never know when your head will pop up in our video. You don't want to miss it, so you have to be subscribed. Make sure that your notifications are turned on, and we will see you possibly in the next video.
To send us your 30-second emoji, you're going to start a new iMessage. Sorry, Android users, it's only for iPhone. If you want to participate, find an iPhone. In the to section, you're going to put, girl, can we talk? at iCloud.com. Then go to the bottom left-hand corner where you see that plus button, and you're going to scroll down until you find Memoji. Once you're there, click record, watch the 30-second countdown. Make sure you're paying attention. When you're done, click stop, and then you'll get the send button.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out with us. Please make sure that you leave those comments below and tell us what your thoughts were. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your notification bells on, send us that video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.